The Afenifere tackles federal government, says agitations for secession justified. Well, the Afenifere group in the United Kingdom, UK, and Europe has said the federal government's refusal to restructure the country gives credence to the allegation that a section of the country wants to enslave the rest of Nigerians. The group, in a statement yesterday by its secretary, Engineer Anthony Ajayi, said the issue of one Nigeria was gradually becoming detrimental and sarcastic, noting that virtually all zones or regions now agitate for secession due to the current level of nepotism in the country. The statement added that the behavior of President Muhammadu Buhari-led government goes against the ideology of one Nigeria, the Yoruba fought for. Ajayi noted that every electioneering period, the Fulani would cajole Southerners into believing their manifesto that includes restructuring, but sweep it away when they get the power. Obviously, the Fulani did not want any restructuring. They want to oppress us in our father's land, but they cannot succeed. The issue of one Nigeria may soon become a mirage, he said. He added that those agitating for self-rule today were mostly youths, stressing that they were right to do so because they could not continue to live like slaves in their own country. He said the elders should not apportion blames to them because they are the future generation. The Fulani who are living with now detest peaceful coexistence. They occupy all the important positions in Nigeria, be it military, police, tax collection, ports, etc. They brought the force of nepotism. The uneducated and semi-educated are placed in higher positions than well-educated other Nigerians. They open our borders to Fulani in Niger Republic, Senegal, Mali, Chad, and other countries that God has given them the land of Nigeria to possess. They arm themselves to kidnap and to kill other Nigerians in their farmland. They demand ransom to purchase ammunition. They are oppressing us, but we cannot be slaves in our fatherland. We will agitate for Yoruba nation so we can govern ourselves instead of dysfunctional one Nigeria, he said. Yes, which is true, except you are just waking up now. It has been in existence since onset before Sunday Igboho started agitating. Nnamdi Kanu has been in the forefront agitating for good governance. He has been opening the secrets of the Nigerian government, especially the Buhari himself, that the nepotism is becoming the order of the day, that the Fulani has enclave and overthrow every parastatus, every sensitive positions, and those are merited to be in that position are not given the appointment just because of the planned agenda. Well, can the Yoruba leaders who have conscience and have the love of the Yorubas, whose voice can be heard loud and clear, please team up with this man and help drive his points home? Wake up and do the needful now. He seems to be the only voice in the wilderness saying what other elders and obas of the land cannot see. Please wake up and let's team up with him, for we cannot continue to do the same thing many times and expect to see a different result. We need a good future for us and our youth. We cannot continue like this. Please, Yoruba, please rise up, because Sunday Igboho has been the only one agitating, and let us support the Yorubas or the Nigeria at large, for the Fulani not to deceive us with one Nigeria. One Nigeria has died since many years ago. There is nothing like one Nigeria. Let Yoruba go on its own way. Well, I believe one Nigeria would have succeeded if Goodluck was still on the throne, because when Buhari came in, one Nigeria has disappeared. Yoruba nation agitators and all other good Yoruba people should continue the process of getting our own nation. I pray that Almighty God will help us to succeed. Well, according to somebody says Islamic agenda. Well, either Islamic agenda, the Muslim agenda, we need to team up. Team up. If the Yorubas can really team up with the Igbos and everybody have one mouth and attack this barbaric administration, infringing pains on Nigerians, infringing pains on the Southerners and Christians. The Fulani are trying to Fulanize us to make sure it is their own will that should be done, which is no, no, no for all. Very sectionalism statement. If you are truly fighting for restructuring, you have over 16 years to do that, but you refuse because you have your people there. I am not exonerating federal government, but not that nearly 98% of these agitators are not genuine. Okay, according to this person, I believe this person is from the Fulani clan. If you are telling us that the PDP spent 16 years in office and nobody deemed for restructuring, if in that whole 16 years, how many people were killed? Did the Yorubas invade your town to start killing people? Because I believe Olusegun Obasanjo is a Yoruba man. Was there a lopsidedness in appointment? Oshibajo, that is a Yoruba man that is vicing Buhari. When last did we hear his voice? He does not even speak. But when Atiku, who we presume as a Fulani man, vicing Obasanjo, he usually speak. Even when Obasanjo won't be in Nigeria to travel out, Atiku will preside over. They are doing it together. Despite Oshibajo being APC, Obasanjo being APC, why can't they involve or carry what's it called? I've even forgotten his name because he's not relevant. Or Shibaju, I mean. But Atiku was relevant in the era of the PDP, and despite not being from the Yoruba clan, he's a vice president from the northern part, but he's been carried along. So that example alone has giving answer to the rubbish you have just said. Well, so many people are telling him you are fool, you are mad. It is only a fool that still believes in their so-called one Nigeria. Sooner than later, it will be all over for one Nigeria. The leadership of the country believe that we are robots. See the way they are making their appointments. See their service chiefs. They believe that we don't belong. Afenifere from UK, well, they have said their own. I wouldn't want to read what this person is saying because it will cause obstruction on social media. Well, as it is, if they can really restructure the country or give good governance, and it is the bad leadership and the nepotism that brought in this agitation during Obasanjo's era. He was a Yoruba man. Even Yaradua, though, was a Christian, and a good luck. Maybe because those that were leading us were Christians, that's why we never had any problem, to success or to, cry out for division, because they were ruling well. The only problem they had was just corruption. You understand? They were embezzling. Yeah, I would say PDP and APC, they are far different. Well, my concern and frustration as a Nigerian is that many have refused to accept that this present federal government is not working, and they are working for Islamization. They are not working for the progress of the people of Nigeria. They are all working for Islamization, this Buhari administration of Nigeria, and that is the main reason it is protecting the Boko Haram, the invisible bandits, the herdsmen taking over our farmlands, the agitation for ranches and open grazing. Very sad that Christians, Middle Belters and Southerners have been blinded with positions and money to see that this movement of federal government also the reason for the refusal to restructure the country for economic growth. Good Nigerians, shine your eyes and have the courage to stand up for the right to save Nigeria. The only option left is restructuring. Well, I'll leave you in the hands of the comment section. Today your comment. Thanks for listening and God bless you.